Hello, everyone, and I have a question for you. Are you tired of not quite knowing what to eat on a day-to-day basis? Are you sick and tired of that giant list of shoulds and shouldn'ts in your head? If so, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to be talking about the difference between dieting and real life healthy eating. My name is Lisa Kilgore. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and founder of Your Beautiful Life membership site. And today we're going to be talking all about how we can get off this dieting hamster wheel and move into real life healthy eating. But let's first talk about dieting and what it is and what the problems with it can be. Other than, you know what the problems are, it's really, really hard. So what we're talking about when we talk about the word dieting is when you're on something, when you're following a certain diet, be that the ketogenic diet or the paleo diet or Weight Watchers or vegan or anything that has a list of shoulds and shouldn'ts, anything that you have to follow on a day-to-day basis. And dieting has two big problems. The first one is that it takes willpower. So every single time you say no to a food, every single time you have to kind of shift and put energy into doing something different and new, that takes willpower. Willpower is like a muscle, and you literally will wear out that muscle eventually. So every single time you say no to something or you have to shift into a new pattern, you are tiring out that willpower muscle. Some of you watching this have tons and tons of willpower, and that's wonderful. You can stay on something for months or even years. And other of you are like me. I have almost no food willpower at all. If I try to stay on something, I start getting tired of it within days. And the longest I've ever spent on a diet or a cleanse is 1 week. I'm a nutritionist. This is what I do. And I struggle with this a lot. The issue is that when your willpower eventually wears out, you will fall back onto your old ways. The only thing that sticks is any new change that doesn't use any willpower. So if something that you've started incorporating that you just really enjoy, you'll keep that up. Everything else kind of goes by the wayside, and that's really, really unfortunate. The second problem with dieting plays into this, and that is when you're on something, all that can happen, the only end result is that eventually you'll go off it because you're following something. And the problem with that is that research has found that say you're on this diet to lose weight and you lose some weight on this diet, if those changes don't stick, if you don't have kind of a sustainability plan, then unfortunately for many of us, that weight will come back on. And very sadly, the research has found that it was actually healthier for you to stay where you were originally than to lose a bunch of weight and bring it back on. And I don't want you to ever have to go through that. I don't want you to work really, really hard and do all these wonderful changes, all to come back to a slightly unhealthier state a few years later. So what I'd like to introduce to you instead is a concept that I use myself, one that I've been using with my clients for about 10 years, which is called real life healthy eating. And what this means is you are eating food that you love, that you enjoy, and that your body loves. And you learn what foods your unique and beautiful constitution enjoys. And the concept is really simple. What you do is you eat some food, and you notice how much you liked it and how you feel afterwards. And when you really start engaging in that body feedback loop, you start noticing which breakfasts feel best for you, which lunches feel really good to you, what foods make your body just light up, and which foods don't. The great news is that there's absolutely no shouldn'ts on this list. You can eat anything that you want. All you have to do is enjoy it. So say you really want a cookie. I want you to sit down, take a bite, chew it, and feel it entirely. Like really notice how it tastes, how it feels, and how you feel later. And what you might find is that it felt really good, or you might find that it didn't really feel so good. I love cookies. I love sweet things. And what real life healthy eating has brought into my world is that I will still eat cookies, but I've developed recipes that are full of whole food ingredients. So there are cookies that make my body light up. If I'm out and about, just this past weekend, I was on a bunch of ferries and I really wanted something sweet. So I got a cookie and I ate that cookie very, very slowly, because I found that one bite at a time is what makes my body really happy. So I'm one of those annoying people who eat a cookie over the course of 2 days, but it's a very happy 2 days where I feel good the whole time. If you want more tips, if you want to learn more about real life healthy eating, in the comments to the side or below, you will find my 3-step guide to real life healthy eating. Just download that and you're going to get a lot of great tips. And stay tuned to this channel, like my page. I'll be back to talk about more about real life healthy eating. Once again, my name is Lisa Kilgore. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist, and I'll see you again soon.